Hang on. Alrighty then. Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. I started already. Come with. I'll do an extra one for you. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Hi, everybody. Hi. It's that time again. Good morning where I am at this time when I'm filming this. Good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Yeah, so the Spiritual World News broadcast, the devil and God was having a fight. And I think God blew the speaker. Okay, because God was yelling. All right. Listen, okay? I mean, not literally, but sort of. Oh, literally. All right? So, fantastic. Ancestors, we dedicate ourselves to generating the energy of peace, bringing clear our creative potential, seeing behind what appears to be obstacles, things clearly as they are. I call forth accurate answers, accurate interpretations of those answers, and the wise and skillful application of the guidance we receive here today. Amen. So, ancestors, creator, by the way, I'm going to rebroadcast that. I'm going to finish the conversation, and then I'm going to share, I'm going to also share my notes on what I think that meant, that little interruption. I got some intel on that. Okay, so tune in for Spiritual World News rebroadcast. Ancestors, creator, what are we discussing this week with the children of God? What do you find critical for them to understand at this time? This week, work on this, get on this, expect this. What is it? Meditation, aka shutting the fuck up for a few minutes. So not so much talking, not so much socializing. Lots of people say they don't know how to meditate. You are no longer allowed to be one of them. Shut up for a few minutes. See what happens. Yep, that's what the Buddha did. Then do it some more. Okay, so I get the sensation of I'm getting the barons off of this card. I'm getting death. I'm getting transition. I'm getting the ending of things, relationships, ways of being, lifestyles is what I'm getting out of that. All right, well, let's talk about it. They've been telling us all about this shift and stepping into this new dimension that the Creator set up for us. Look like it's going down. Okay, look like it's going down these days, I have to say. So I hope everybody's doing well, and if you're not doing well, may you be doing well. And I'm talking to the children of God. Okay, everybody else, you know what I mean? And that's all I can say about that. Okay, absolutely. The children of God, y'all are the stars right now. That's what I know. Y'all are the sun, the moon, and the stars right now. And the earth. So, all right, fantastic. Creator, ancestors, please. Get on the mic for the symphony. They said they setting it off and they letting it off. Beginning up until the end. Okay, I did say the barons. I know I'm off on the tangent, but I swear it means something. Okay, I really do. Listen, clear road, y'all. Clear the road. I'm getting many layers on this. Clear. Oh, by the way, the Patreon thing, I forgot. They're dragging their ass, being bureaucratic right now. I'm going to let them do their thing. So this is our bonus. This is our bonus that we're going to have in the free area. Okay, we get an extra free area reading. So, by the way, ancestors, whatever you want to say to the people who won't be following us to the Patreon way of life, please talk and say what you got to say to them too. Or prompt me, guide me. Tell me what to do. All right, fantastic. Listen, back to the reading. Clear the road, and it's a clear road. Stars in sight. Stars. I said y'all are the stars. Didn't I say y'all are the stars? I said that. Didn't I say that? I did say that. Okay? Absolutely. I said that. Y'all are the stars. Y'all are the baby boos. Okay? Which we well know. All right. So fantastic. Ancestors, also, if something happens with the mic, can you just tell me, please? Thank you. Don't let me sit here be talking, because I don't remember what I said, y'all. Okay, so don't feel bad. You didn't hear it, me neither, basically. I do remember a couple of key things though. Go on. My energy is hype. You know what I feel like? I feel like, you know, when the kids get to go to recess. Anybody? Okay, and they're like, you know, breaking out like they're running out of a burning building, like, we're free, you know, kind of thing. That's how I feel. That's how my energy feels anyway. That's how my energy feels. So forgive me if it's sporadic right now. Okay. Healing conversation. Okay. With the meditation thing, I get the sensation of, hey, yeah, I'm meditating right now. I'm sorry, I can't talk. That's what I'm getting there. You know what I'm saying? They said clear the road, and it's a clear road. Make it that. Make it so number one is what I'm getting there. Okay, what? Space travel? Something's going on. Okay? It's in outer space, y'all, because we was in the space station and it was going down. All right, boom. Okay, listen, no more of that, okay? It's in the rebroadcast that I'll tell you. Divine calling, destiny. Forgive my energy. It's crazy right now. Okay. Divine calling, destiny. Right. You have a divine calling to follow. It requires you to meditate at this time. It requires you to be quiet at this time. Yeah. And to have that way of life. So whatever is meditative, right? Connecting you to God, connecting you to the higher self, connecting you to your spirit guides, will require regularly shutting the fuck up. Regularly. All right? Won't you join me? I do this regularly. All right? We do it often, like the weekend. All right. Fantastic. See? I know that's right. Thank you. Thank you. I get that the creator and the ancestors are saying, why don't you do yourself a fucking favor? How about that? Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. They said, how about you do yourself a favor and you would be less feeling like this right here? Okay? With the controlling of the fiery, passionate emotions and whatnot. Feeling like you're holding back. Feeling the weight, burden, struggle, pressure. I don't know. One of those, you know, that's in the neighborhood. That's not quite the word I'm looking for, but that's in the neighborhood. Okay. Yeah, because maybe things have been getting on your nerves. People have been getting on your nerves, and or you've been getting on your own nerves, perhaps. I don't know. That's not a strong one for the children of God, but something is inflamed. Something is inflamed. Let us go on. And this would cool it down. You need to cool yourself down. Okay? Okay, look at more heat. More heat. Okay. More heat. Going after what you passionately want. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Going after what you passionately want, making. So if you want peace, you want a clear road, this is what you need to do. Meditate. Because you know what I get? Laser focus. I get laser beam. I get concentrated power. You're cooking something. That's what I can say. You're cooking something up in the kitchen. Look like here. I get the sensation that this is, we woke up in the kitchen saying, how the hell did this shit happen? Right here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't know if it has anything to do with love. Okay, get off on your floor. But something is deep here. Okay, here's the emperor figure. Okay, somebody fell from grace. Somebody fell down and broke their crown. Okay. Something frustrated you. Someone frustrated you. It could be a company. This is the emperor energy. It could be a guy. Or it just could be somebody in control. Or it could be a company, business, corporation. Get off on your floor. All right, you might have several floors there. Here's the emperor again. So you know what? Standing your ground, going after what you passionately want. There's no need to, to pretend. Is the sensation that I'm getting? There's no need to pretend. Okay, you know what else I get? Someone is concentrating on silencing you. That's another thing. Someone is concentrating very hard on silencing you. Side note, back to the main message. It's not a game. Your life purpose and your divine calling is not a game. You have to make careful, emotional decisions. You have a star to follow. Okay? You have a destiny to follow. You have a purpose in life. Okay? So I don't know if that's a struggle for anybody to understand about you. Get off on your floor. That happens. That absolutely happens. And that is an indication that you need to step away and do yourself a fucking favor, is the sensation that I'm getting here. For a sacrifice. Yeah. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Whatever this is. Okay? Whatever this is. Gotta let it go. Lifestyle, person, place, thing. Stand your ground. It's very serious business. Okay? Because you know what I get? If people are not serious about their purpose in life, let that be something that's their journey. You know what I mean? Healing, conversation, mutually beneficial. Let that be their journey. Okay? It's not a contest. It's not an argument. It's not a war. It's just a simple, okay, you know what? I need to go meditate. All right? And that's it. That's it and that's all. And proceed toward your star. Do you feel me? Keep the road clear is what I get. Is not a game here. Don't let nothing get in your way. Don't let anything distract you, is the sensation that I'm getting here. Okay? Don't let anything distract you. I think something is trying to distract us. I think something is trying to frustrate the process of us following our stars on one level or another. Internal or external or both. Okay? Go on. Okay, you know what? I get a final notice feeling here. I get a final notice. Okay, ancestors. This is the final notice, apparently. Okay? This is the final notice. That's deep. Let's talk about it. Reach for the staff of your destiny. Control your own life is what I see here. Control your own life. I get the sensation that we shouldn't wait for approval. That is the sensation that I'm getting. We should not wait for approval because you know what it is already. You dig what I'm saying? You know what it is. And you don't need to explain this to anyone. I get the sensation if you are a child of God, you explained this already. This is the final notice. That's what that means, is that you explained it already. It's the last time. Right. Okay? And so basically what you're doing is you're boarding the vehicle. You know, you're boarding the vehicle. You're getting on the vehicle and you're about to close the door and pull off into your purpose. You feel me? And you're going to save yourself the trouble of getting frustrated. What's the point? You about to pull off anyway. Right? So, hey, you know, it's been real. That sort of thing. But you have to control. So my point is, this may not be an enemy of yours, or it could be. I don't know. Get off on your floor. But the bottom line is that it's up to you, the children of God, to determine your path, to determine your destiny. It is not acceptable for you to be able to say, or for you to say something stopped you. Someone stopped you. You turned back for something. Right? Like Sodom and Gomorrah, we know better than to turn back. Right? Like the Christians say, don't turn back around. They say God said that. Okay, that's a great lesson. Either way. And this is shaping up right here. Don't turn back. Okay? Don't turn back. And I get the sensation that it's not a game. I can't wait to get down here and find out why it's not a game. I mean, I could guess, but I prefer not to. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm getting this sensation. Oh, look at you. Look at you, children of God. This is real interesting. I feel that you've given people, a person, a company, a job, I don't know what the configuration is for you, but you've given someone or something the opportunity to control the vehicle, so to speak. Okay? And your life with it on some scale. Right? I mean, we do this all the time. You know, we get in, you know, Ubers with strangers. Strangers are cooking our food. I mean, the level of trust you have to have. You know what I'm saying? The level of trust you have to have when you know damn well more and more people are crazy every day. You need to cook your own food. All right? I'm just saying. All is well. Enjoy yourself at the restaurant. I'm sure you're blessed. But the point is, the tide is turning. The majority of experiences are shifting. You see what I'm saying? So, you're taking matters into your own hands, it looked like. Okay? Because I see the loss is not defeat card. So that means that, damn, sorry. You know, like, I feel a regretfulness about, like, okay, listen, you're drunk. I'm going to take your car keys, okay? You know, so that you're safe, all right? And, ironically, I'm going to call you an Uber, right? Because that person's more trustworthy than you are right now while you're drunk, right? So not that the children of God would be in that position. Maybe not. I'm just saying. The point being, you are taking over whatever the operation is. Whatever the operation is. It looked like it has a lot to do with your life. That's what it looks like here. You know, so it's not just any operation. It's something that affects you. You know, at the core, you know. So it's like really important. It's not a game. Right. Okay. See, that's over. Oh, you was letting somebody hold your sword. Yeah. You was letting somebody hold your sword. Sword of Excalibur here. This is the one. Right. So you was letting somebody hold your sword instead of handling your own sword. Maybe you thought it was a team thing. It's not a team thing. You are the one. It's not a team thing. That's what you need to understand. It's not a game. It's very important. You know, so maybe you're breaking up from the team. Maybe you're going solo from the band. You know what I'm saying? To pursue your star. All right? You going all Destiny's Child on us and all Beyonce on us, okay? Like, you know, you feel me? With the Destiny card and the a divine calling card. You dig what I'm saying? So, cycle is over of letting other people hold your sword, letting other people control any aspects of your life that you are able to control. Do you feel me? So that's why I'm getting it. I don't know. Okay, on some floors, this is not an enemy. Okay? On other floors, it could be an enemy and you told this enemy nicely. Do you feel me? Right. To get out the way. Right. Yes. You said, excuse me. That's what I feel like you said. Yeah. I feel like you said, excuse me. And you was trying to move along. Hello? With the Knight of Wands energy here. Yeah, you was trying to get to the party. Okay, you was late for a very important date. I see. That's interesting. Okay, look at this. Seeing the matrix code past the illusion, and then we have the one. Listen, you see how many cards is out? Look how many cards. How many cards I got left? Why these two cards is next to each other like this? Right. That's right. Cause God and the ancestors said what they said. That's why. Okay? That's why. Expanded awareness of how we do it here. Right. Right. This how we do it here. Okay? And whoever don't understand that can't be the one. See, the Creator knows what she's doing. He, she, it, whatever pleases you. You dig what I'm saying? The Creator knows what she's doing when she be picking ones and choosing ones. Do you feel me? So here we're choosing between ones and zeros, I want to say. Or we're separating and making distinct ones and zeros. We need the zeros too. So, okay? So, whatever that means. Okay? Cases close on any manipulation, by the way, by your enemies. Your enemies feel great loss. Yeah. Yeah. Your enemies feel great loss. Because the road is clear. Yep. Yep. They was trying to make it so that didn't happen. Yeah. Well, you had a mutually beneficial conversation and you took up the sword of your destiny. Anyway, maybe somebody stole your sword or they tried to steal your sword. Maybe you had to make a new one. I don't know. Okay. Bottom line is you got it now. Got it. Got it all together. Your enemy feels lost. They was trying to stop that. Yeah. Yeah. They didn't want you to be the one. It's too late now. Case is closed. World card. Case is closed. All that manipulation and mind games and all that magic and all of that, you know, sleight of hand business. Yeah, that's done. That's done. That's a done deal. I get the sensation of the man behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yeah, exposed. Exposed. What did you expect? Tried to tell you nicely. Tried to tell you nicely. I don't think you need to be fucking with my sword too much. They are enemies of the children of God. Hello? Right. Well, somebody didn't listen, because somebody, I'm going to go ahead and guess, is the devil. Okay, on some scale. He's not here, but you know. You can feel his presence. You know, just in the earth. Okay, so, right. Divine timing. It was, the Creator was... she's a gourmet. Do you feel me? She's a couturier. Do you feel me? Hand sewn. Come on now, y'all. You know how long it takes to make a couture gown? It takes a while. It takes a while. If you're doing it right, it takes a while. Well, the Creator took a while, and now y'all about to come out in spectacular fashion. Okay? It's about to be Fashion Week up in heaven. Do you feel me? Absolutely. It's about to be Fashion Week in the spirit world. I get the sensation you are walking the runway, children of God, from the spirit world to the physical world, to the spirit world, to the physical world. You know what I'm saying? Just changing outfits, coming out, just showing your, celestial robes and whatnot, that you worked on all your lifetime. That's the situation that I see here. Transcending your fears and facing your demons is what you did. That is what I see. They said you need to understand this right now. And you need to insulate yourself. You need to be insulated. Yeah, okay. That's making me feel like there's a real fly-ass goose down that they've designed for us, keep us warm in the winter time kind of thing. It is a matter of time. World card, closed case, divine timing. It's divine timing for you to take up the staff of your destiny. You did something and you took up the staff of your destiny. You stood your ground, or if you haven't, this is the recommendation. Okay? But I get the sensation on the enemy floor. You did this. All right, on the enemy floor, you did this. Okay, it's going down on the enemy floor, y'all. Okay, it's going down. Yeah, yep. There's a sensation that I'm feeling. I'm feeling a sensation like the children of God could give a fuck less about these enemies right now. But I'm telling you, these enemies are pouring into us. And what I mean is their attention. They are pouring, possibly fuming, overwhelmed, having to deal with their own demons, because that's of course what they tried to smear all over the children of God. They tried to project onto us all of their shortcomings. And so, for instance, if anybody's gossiping about you, they're probably saying things about you that are true about themselves. Do you feel me? Okay. If they're feeling like you took a thing, it's actually that they took a thing. You feel me? Hello? Right. Okay, so it's a frequency that separates the ones and the zeros. It's let's keep going. I just feel like they are surrounded by their own demons, because the demons weren't allowed, they weren't able to attach themselves to you. You're too smart, is the sensation that I'm getting. You're too smart, and you already know the protocols. You're the one, and we are the ones. Do you feel me? So they were counting on you not realizing that. They were counting on gaslighting you, making you second guess your purpose, your path, making you second guess who you are. Now, if you're anything like me, sometimes shit like that goes right over your head, right? Because you're so busy being yourself that it doesn't even occur to you that somebody would take it that way. You know what I'm saying? And be busy, like, cultivating, baking in the oven with the evil and bad intentions toward you. It doesn't even occur to you if you're anything like me at times, right? I get the sensation that's what happened with this situation right here, where you're taking over the staff of your destiny. For some reason, it was either taken from you, somebody was trying to prevent you from getting to your sword, or you were putting your sword in other people's hands, like, oh, watch this for me, kind of thing. Either way, you had a need to come back to take control over your destiny. With a, okay, thank you, that's enough, I'll take it from here, kind of thing right here. Okay? Loss is not defeat. Because maybe some damage took place, I don't know, somewhere. Because why is loss not defeat? I'm not quite sure why loss is not defeat right now. For you, it's not defeat. For your enemies, it is defeat because of math. Yeah, because if they were so desperate to avoid their demons that they're willing to go all out of their way to stop you, to offend God, you know what I mean? To just basically cast themselves into hell. They were willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? So this person is desperately afraid. And rightfully so. Because you never let your karma pile up on you like that. Right, final notice. Yeah. I get it. Absolutely. Yeah, you got to get to that karmic bill first. That helps you with all the other bills. It really does, okay? Yeah, get to that karmic bill first. Yeah, that's you. That's you at the karmic payment office. Like, hey, did I miss a bill? And the office telling you, actually, you overpaid. We have to give you a refund. Yeah, that's right. You getting a refund. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, look like tax season up in the spirit world. Absolutely. Listen, your taxes are sterling, y'all. Yeah, your karmic taxes are sterling. Talking about the children of God here. All right, yeah. I feel like in the karmic payment office in my mind, I can see like your tax returns up on the wall as examples and samples of how your tax return is supposed to look at the end of the year. Do you feel me? Oh yeah, listen. Y'all are filthy with it. That's what I see. Y'all are filthy with this. With good karma. Yep. Filthy with it. It's that time. You know what I mean? And it's standing your ground. You know, I was hearing another child of God with another YouTube channel. I don't know this person, but I know they're committed, right? So they were saying that the new success is peace. That's the new success. Peace, mental health. That's the new high life elite. Right. Is what I was thinking. Hello? Absolutely. Because he was like, damn, you go outside and it's like everybody's insane. Right. I mean, certainly the majority, right, is suffering from something or another. You know? And so that's real. I'm going to reiterate that here. Shout out to him. Go on. Central axis. 10 of Cups. Okay, I'm starting to understand why it's not a game. Yeah. Because we got 10 cups on the board, that's why. See, that's ultimate favorable outcome. Okay, this is the best case scenario of all the scenarios right here that's coming up due for the children of God. Yeah, that's right. That's what they was trying to stop, whoever the enemy is. Or whoever the enemies are. They was trying to stop that from happening. First of all, they didn't stand a chance. That's number one. Okay? They didn't stand a chance. But temporarily, they got to be a character in your story. Okay? And that's the big highlight of their career. Apparently. Yeah. Is them fucking with you. They get to be the one who fucked with you. That had to be handed their ass. Yeah. They get to be the example. Like you, children of God. You're the example? Well, as above, so below. You feel me? Okay. Narnia? Right? Right. Yeah. Look at you. Doing what you and only you can do. Doing what thou wilt. Walking your path. Guided by the Spirit. Come on now. Walk a path. Do it right if you're going to be walking a path. Guided by the Spirit now. Because this is how we do it here, says the ancestors. This is how we do it here. Clear road. Clear road. Come on. Why are these cards so close together? Look at all these cards we already put out. Look. Look at all the cards I got left. Look. Why are they right next to each other, though? On the central axis. If you're new here, the central axis is the key. You know, it's the pivot point. It's the joint. It's the hub of the reading. People. Just saying. Look at that. Look at all that golden juice. Look at all that good God blessing juice right there. That's God blessing juice. Amen. Thank you, God. Burst free from your limiting beliefs. Let me tell you something, that you can't have 10 of cups. That it can't all work out perfectly. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Hello? Surrender to the superior power of the Spirit in the story. Now, you can't... I get the sensation you can't convince people. You can't save these people. Everybody got to go get their own sword. Look like here. Okay? If you coming, then come on. Okay? Meet me at the party. Meet me at the after party. After we hand these enemies they ass. Because you know that's part of the celebration, y'all. You know that. You know that's part of the celebration ritual, is handing these enemies their ass. Right? So we could be in a good celebratory mood when we get to the party. Okay? Absolutely. Surrender to the superior power of the Spirit. Walk in the clear road, guided by the Spirit. Come on now. Divine calling. Initiation card. Initiation card, if I'm not mistaken. Look at here. The Empress. That's correct. Let me tell you something. This is a reward. This is some kind of reward. Yeah. Yes, it is. I feel that for those of you who this is the enemy floor and you pulled this move. Okay, check it out. You made some sort of careful emotional decisions to surrender to the superior power of the Spirit. And be faithful and stay on your throne. Pure-hearted on your throne. That's why the road is clear. That's why. That's why you still getting the 10 of cups even though there were losses. That's why. Yeah, I get the sensation the Creator and the ancestors are also standing their ground. Here's an expanded understanding of this sword, of divine timing, of helping hands. They said, we told you rightly and we told you truthfully what you had in store for you, the power that you have, the ability to go after what you passionately want and run the realm. We weren't just speaking figuratively, I get the sensation, because your star's in sight, just like they said it would be. You have a divine calling, just like you thought you did. Look like here. And this is the resting place of the ancestors. Is considered to be heaven in my deck. Here's the ancestors reaching out. Here's surrendering to the superior power of the Spirit. Strength card. So they got your back real strong. Look like here. Okay? They got your back real strong. They intend for you to succeed real strong. And that is the ancestors, the Creator, and all the other wonderful entities of light and wisdom that we don't know how to name right now. You got a lot of supporters in the spirit world. Look like here. Long time supporters too. Long time supporters. Because they feel triumphant. I get the sensation. They feel triumphant. Look. It's not a game being unmoved. It's not a game. Favorable outcome. Come on now. Check this out. Come with me now. Favorable outcome. Ultimate favorable outcome. Come on now. I don't know what you want. Listen. Fortune. Hello? Okay. I feel that that is a compliment. This is some sort of compliment from the universe, from the ancestors, from the Creator. It's a compliment. I get a you ain't no joke, priesthood. You ain't no game. You are unmoved from your faith. You surrender to the superior power of the Spirit. That's why you get 10 cups. You earn these cups. Look like here. Yeah. These cups ain't free. That's how I feel. That's what I feel I'm hearing here. These cups ain't free. I mean, I don't know if receiving these cups or receiving this fortune or receiving this clear road or whatever you're receiving, I don't know if it seems like a lot. Okay? But like to you, like, no, come on now. 9 cups. 9 cups. You know? Like it's an embarrassment of riches kind of thing. Microphone check, 1 2 1 2. Okay, sorry. Side note. All right, fantastic. Microphone check. All right, fantastic. So yeah, I feel that there might be an embarrassment of riches that you're about to, either you're receiving or you're about to receive this, and it might seem to you like, oh, come on now, that's thank you, but really that's too much, kind of thing. No, listen, hold yourself back from saying that's too much. Hold yourself back from that. All right, and see past the illusion on that, and understand that those are your 10 cups that was set out and designed for you by the universe. Okay, and it's your divine calling to experience all 10 of those cups. It's your divine calling. It's not a game. Okay? Not to indulge would be rude. It would be rude after God and the ancestors were so specific to get you to those 10 cups. So designer with their shit. For you to be like, oh, no, I'm just way too humble to accept your gratitude, and I'm way too humble to accept your grace, and don't get more humble than God. That's all I know. Just keep pace with God. If God said, hey, this is your reward, your line is, say it with me now, thank you, God. Amen. Amen for everybody who said that. Your line is thank you. Understand. Okay? Understand. So something, you about to flip the script somehow here. That's what I see here. I see some flipping of the script here. That's your divine calling. I know you know that. I know you know that. Or maybe somebody was gaslighting you, or maybe you was gaslighting yourself. Or maybe there was a company gaslighting you. Yeah, but here, clear road fortune. Empress. Right. On what throne? The throne of the spirit. The throne of the heart. The throne of the mind. Come on now, when your heart and mind is aligned, it's famous. They say that's the shit. They say that's what to be. They say that's how we do it here. It look like you're doing it. Okay? Or you about to do it, or it's getting done. Insulation. It has to be maintained. Okay? It has to be maintained. This is a lifestyle change for you. It has to be maintained, and the only way to maintain this new lifestyle is to regularly shut the fuck up. With love, with all the love. Okay? Regularly. Because you have to understand about yourself that this kind of gift, whether that's your inner gifts or that's material things, these things have to be maintained. Like, you have to make sure you don't lose your fucking mind. Right? Because what do they say? Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Am I right? That's what they say. Right? And I know I'm capable of doing some questionable shit if you get on my nerves and I have billions of dollars to spend. Do you feel me? Right. That's why I don't be sweating what they say about Jay-Z and Beyonce killing people. Just saying. I'm like, right. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Get on my nerves if you want to. Absolutely. Simple. Okay, simple, y'all. I'm sorry. It's not all cotton candy, okay, for me, in my worldview. All right, absolutely. Death is a part of life. That's my understanding. So, besides that, though, okay, that was a side note. My point being, you have to remain on the throne. Now, you know how people get a lot of material items or power, and they start acting like they forgot all about being a normal human being. You know what I'm saying? They forgot all about caring about other people. They forgot all about God's blessing. You feel me? So the Creator is saying you need to stay surrendered. You need to stay surrendered. Because there ain't no way you can keep your mind together by yourself with all of the shit that we about to throw at you on the positive side. And children of God, listen up, with all of the shit the devil about to throw at us on the enemy side. You know, I did a personal reading for myself the other day, and the Creator said, listen here, these motherfuckers want to hurt you. Don't take it light, because I don't know, if you're anything like me, yo, you don't be sweating it. You know, like, if I don't feel you, then I don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. Like, if you're not part of my mission, you don't exist. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean enemies. Everybody exists who's a child of God. So anyhow, you know, but then these enemies have real plans. Like, they really trying to really hurt our feelings and hurt our life and hurt our destiny. And, you know, for real. Like, I mean, I cannot relate to how obsessed these fucking people are with hurting the children of God. I cannot fucking relate. Okay? So it's always something of a pest kind of situation. You know? It's like an insect. You know? It's like an insect. Generally speaking, no real danger, right? But we do happen to know that there are poisonous, dangerous insects, aren't they? Right? Aren't there? Yeah. So that's the sensation I was getting, and that's what I feel is afoot here in terms of the warning of it's not a game. Okay? You ain't no joke. Do not reduce yourself in your own mind out of some false understanding of being humble, because your fucking life depends on it, looks like here. Don't get it twisted and think that you are less valuable than you actually are. Yes, you must know the exact numerical value. If I'm, that's a metaphor, that's an analogy, okay? You don't, but I'm just saying you do have to have some sort of exact, firm understanding, standing your ground, that you the emperor of the shit on the non-binary floor. Okay? If you're a guy and you're a child of God, it's on the non-binary and the binary floor for you. Okay? So, do you feel me? Okay? And then for the ladies, this emperor energy probably on the binary floor has more to do with who you are within and being the emperor of yourself. Do you feel me? And having balanced masculine and feminine energy, because it's not a game. You can't depend on nobody else to hold your sword for you. Nobody. Because if they're like, oh, by mistake, I dropped it off the side. I was leaning and I dropped by mistake. And maybe they're not your enemy and they fucked your sword up just the same. Do you feel me? It's your responsibility. That's the sensation that I'm getting here. And on the larger scale, this new cycle is your responsibility, children of God. They're giving us literally the world. Literally. It's up to you to innovate. It's up to you to create, to push forward, to make this place fun to live on again. Remember? For a hot minute there, it was fun up on this planet. It was fun, okay? And you didn't have to be rich to have fun. It was fun for everyone, you know? Not that everyone was having fun, but there was fun to be had on every level, on every economic level. Okay, and they're just making it impossible right now. It's up to us. End of story. And we have all of the support that we need. Looks like here. And we're about to get some more. Looks like here. Go on, ancestors. Creator. And lastly, on this final notice. Oh, look at that. Ba-boom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You know what I see? I see you letting the tower fall. That's what I see. Letting the tower fall. I don't see you making the tower fall. But I think your enemies might feel like you made the tower fall. You didn't. They did. They were trying to project that onto you, right? So maybe you withdraw, right? Because this is definitely a withdrawal of energy, concentrated inward, right? But just being held right there, like kind of like a hovercraft, okay? And you're not moving toward or away. You're just taking in the energy and you're just hovering. And meanwhile, tower's falling. Mm-hmm. And it's coming. It's coming to who? Your enemies. Yep. Yep. It's coming to what? The old game. Because closing the case, world card, close the case. Well, what's happening back behind the old, behind the door of the new? This tower's falling. I get the sensation your enemies are losing. And they're descending into the pit of the demons they tried to send to you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The ancestors are helping them into the hole that they dug for you. The ancestors are like, no, that was for you. You thought you was digging the grave for the children of God? No. Not at all. God works in mysterious ways, don't he? I know, as they usher this motherfucker into the hole that they dug for you. And as they look down into the hole, they see all the demons down there. Yup. All the demons they was running from. Right. And now they can't reach out for help. They can't pray to God or nothing. Right. Okay. We're going to get back to that argument between God and the devil. We're going to get back to that. All right, let's go on. Because that was deep, y'all. I got to hear the rest of the story. All right, so brand new world. Oh, yeah. Listen. Okay, so yeah, I get that God is slapping the shit out of these people. That is the sensation that I get. I feel like somebody attacked you and God is going to slap the shit out of these people for daring to even breathe in the direction of the thought of your destruction. Do you feel me? Did you get all that? Hello? Right. So if they actually did something material, do you understand how many levels that implies their ass is going to be whooped on? And that's just while they're alive. Imagine how it's going to go down after they're dead. Is all I'm saying. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm just looking at it from over here in the hovercraft. Okay? Abso-fucking-lutely. It's a new world. Whose world is this? I said they're giving us the world. Didn't I say that? How you gonna put a whole new world and there's already a world there? Simple. Tower. That's how, says God. Right. What you thought was gonna happen. Right. What they say, matter cannot occupy the same space at the same time or some such thing like that. All right, holler at me, physicists, astrophysicists out there. Right? So what the fuck? So loss. That's why your enemies feel lost. That's why they was trying to stop you from getting this sword, because that means the case is closed on their world. It's divine timing. It's time for God to reign supreme on every level. Listen, it had to happen eventually. You know what I mean? Ladies, anybody ever been pregnant? Okay, listen, side note, but it has everything to do with this. When you pregnant sometime, I don't know. Come on. I got one kid, but I'm just saying. It felt like forever. Okay, that is what I know. How you gonna be pregnant for most of the year? That's insane. That's fucking crazy. Like damn near a year you're fucking pregnant, making a human, couturiering it, being the couturier of humanity. Okay, shout out to women. Okay, being the couturier of humanity. Nearly a year. That's a big fucking deal, y'all. That's a big deal. You know? And so I get the sensation that we as children of God is pretty famous that we felt this way, right? Our ancestors lived and died without seeing this shift that we was all waiting for hundreds of years, at least hundreds of years. And we get to be the ones alive at this time to represent what is a child of God. Listen, it's a compliment. It's an honor and it's a privilege. That's what I see. It's a compliment from God. It's a compliment from your ancestors. I mean, you don't got to try to be humble after that. I don't know how you can help yourself. You feel me? How can you help yourself? Thank you, God. Look. Come on now. I know I'm the tarot reader around here. But you motherfuckers are the tarot readers too. You know what time it is with this dude. Okay? You know what time it is. Fell down, broke his crown. Tower to what? Tower to the devil. Come on. You heard me up in here. Do you feel me? You heard me up in here. Do I read tarot cards, y'all? You let me know. Okay? You let me know if I'm reading these cards. I'm telling you right now. God said what he said. Tower to the devil. That's beautiful. The Creator said, is this motherfucker bothering you? Children of God? Yes. Yes, God, come get his ass. Even the ancestors are like, right. You already know, because this fool killed me. Okay? He killed a lot of the ancestors, didn't he? Comeuppance. That's what I'm getting. Tried to act cool. Tried to act like a cool dude to get into the new world. Absolutely. Was trying to act like he had a ticket. And you know what ticket he was trying to have? Yours. Yep. He was trying to put the child of God ticket. He was like, yeah, I'm cool. What you mean? I'm running shit. I'm real fancy. I'm the emperor of the shit. You know, tried to pretend all this. Tried to pretend transcending his demons. Tried to pretend to be in alignment with the ancestors. And what comes around goes around, trying to be in, pretend he had good karma and legitimacy here with the emperor card, with the main emperor card. That's the emperor figure. That's the emperor card. See? The devil was pretending to be legitimate. He is not. He is a crook and a magician. Okay? Abso-fucking-lutely. Shots fired. You got my kids' money. You tried to hurt my kids' family. You tried to hurt my kids' bloodline legacy. You tried to distract them or hurt them or block their goals. Forced sacrifice. You didn't stand a chance, fool. You believed yourself. You believed your own lies. Is that what was happening, the devil, says God? You believed your own lies. Oh yeah, he in his feelings now. He in his feelings now. He really thought this disguise was going to work. This disguise right here. This is a disguise. He was disguised as the wise, cool, calm, decision-making cat. Look at all that. Look at all that. Emperor fell down, broke his crown. The devil Cool, calm, wise decision-making cat. I should say not. That's why you fell down and broke your crown. I should say not. These two things cannot exist in the same space. Didn't I say that? I said that. Hello? It can't occupy the same space at the same time. Either you the cool, calm, wise decision-making cat or you're the devil. You can't be both. You can't be both. And once you step into this devil territory, it's a wrap. That's who you are. I mean, because it's your decision, right? Emperor? Whoever was the emperor of the shit. You dig what I'm saying? On the negative side. On the dark side. Right? You made a choice. Sacrifice God. And what you did was you sacrificed your crown. Yeah. And that goes for industry. That goes for corporations. That goes for governments. That goes for any kind of agencies, organizations. You turn your back on the children of God, you turned your back on God. Simple as that. And now you will pay. You will pay now. Final notice. Final notice. Yeah. It looked like this devil's account about to be closed. They about to put a lien on his account. Yeah. They about to come confiscate. Oh yeah, the spiritual IRS is going around confiscating the devil's stolen merchandise from the children of God. Yeah. Forced sacrifice. Forced. They coming to take your shit, the devil. Yeah, the ancestors, helping hands. They can't wait. They can't wait. That's clear. Okay, that's clear. They are very excited. See, it's a party. They're very excited. And reaching for the staff of our destiny. Empowerment. They can't wait. They're very excited. And you're stepping into the vehicle. You're stepping into the vehicle. Because you know the tower's coming. That's why you're like, let me not waste my energy. Because this motherfucker about to die. Hello? Abso-fucking-lutely. Let me not waste my energy. Because the creator, as we well know from the spiritual world news, is about to whoop up on that ass. Look like here. Alright? Let's wrap it up. So you go meditate. Okay? Because you have to keep your head on straight after you see all of this miraculous shit that God is doing. Also receiving all of these gifts from God. I get the sensation you're not going to be ready. Can you talk more about the gifts, ancestors? Talk more about the gifts, because, you know, y'all been telling us a long time, like maybe, I don't know, like, I mean, lately they've been like slathering the shit on, you know what I mean? And I would say maybe the last 6, 7 readings, maybe they've been get ready, you know, crossing ships and, you know, what's up? But I feel like it's right here in your face now. I feel like it's right here in your face like this. It's big, the star, you can see it. It's real big. Okay, so tell us more about these gifts, because they kind of have a warning energy on them. The gifts that God has given to the children, to the children of God. You could be firm in your beliefs. Okay, so I get the sensation we're not going to be able to believe it for a minute. Yeah, we're going to have a little trouble. And I mean this, y'all. I don't mean this as like, I'm being encouraging and, you know, yeah, light and love. I don't mean it like that, y'all. How many know me well enough to know I'm doing math? Do you feel me? All right. Listen, that's looking like a real serious thing right there. That's looking like you need to hold on to something, perhaps. You know, a wall, you know, a door, maybe sit down, you know, meditate. Do some meditating. Because it's going to take a minute for you to adjust to your new reality. It's going to take a minute. You know, and earlier on in the reading, we were discussing how you might feel like it's too much. Like, how could I have earned this? What did I do? You know, like, where was the exact dot that connects to this one kind of thing? I just feel like there's a series of dots. Okay, I get the sensation there's a series of dots that you connected over time. You know, like the pregnancy, like the fashion show, like Fashion Week, like, making a couture gown takes time, to do it right. And that's legit what happened. You paid. And that's why y'all are an example. Okay. All right. You don't have to be defensive about this. You don't have to be afraid about this. Is it real? Is it really going to happen? Listen, y'all. The way I'm feeling this energy right now, y'all. There's enough logic in my point of view to not want to float away in a bubble, right? To not want to end up in Narnia on some shit, right? I try to keep my feet grounded, even though we're exploring the spirit world. I feel that it's only fair to be balanced. Because I don't want to be crazy either, I know you don't want me to be crazy, but I don't want to be crazy either, I got my own desire for that. I'm telling you right now, they're saying get ready. Literally, this is ready for anything. Okay? But I see defensiveness. I see a defensiveness like, is it really true? Come on, sort of knee-jerk response. You don't have to believe it. Feel the math. We don't need your philosophical, insightful belief efforts. Okay? And I mean, I'm all inclusive here. All right? I'm still talking to you. I love you. Okay? Children of God. You may be afraid to be firm in your beliefs. This is all very kind. That's how it's knocking me around right now within. How kind it is. How thoughtful. They said you could be firm in your beliefs. Also, ground yourself. Boundaries. Meditation, boundaries. This has to be maintained. Your mental health has to be maintained. There's a lot of reasons to lose your mind. Some of them could be good, or some of them could be unpleasant, negative. Okay? Right here, this looks like a situation where they say cut out the fear before it becomes a problem. I think it's not a game. It's kind of like it's kind of like if you learn to levitate, right? Okay, I don't know nothing about levitation, okay, but it's kind of like if you manage to levitate and then you have that quiet that you use to achieve levitation, but then as you notice, as you look down and you become self-aware, you're like, holy shit, I'm meditating, boom, it's broken. You fall to the ground. Do you feel what I'm saying? That's the sensation that I'm getting here. Try not to give in to astonishment. Well, how the hell am I supposed to do that when you're amazing me with these miraculous motherfucking moves you're making, Creator? You're bringing a tower to the devil. Nobody's ever fucking seen it in recent history. And I'm supposed to not fucking wig out, and the whole world is unrecognizable, including humanity. Not just buildings. Humans themselves are like, who the fuck are you people? Kind of thing. Except the children of God we seem to make sense to each other. But everybody else is like, who are you again? What? Kind of thing. And that's why there's a lot of moving parts to this. You know what I mean? There's a lot of moving parts to it. So there's a lot of ways to lose your mind. And that's why meditation has to be the new shit for you. Whatever brings peace to your mind, whatever rituals cause you to be able to connect to God and sit quietly, stand quietly, dance quietly, walk quietly, whatever you into. That brings peace to you and harms no one. Your enemies are in their feelings. They did not want this new world to happen. Cut out your fear before it becomes a problem, and remain firm in your beliefs. As above, so below. Just like we had to work to understand the devil, what the devil was up to, how many effects it has, how he travels, how he moves, how he thinks, until we were firm in our beliefs about what the devil is and what he's up to. Right? It took work to do that, right? And so we're considered the enlightened people, you know, on behalf of God. You dig what I'm saying? And we each had to do our set of work to achieve that, you know, and that's why we're highly decorated. But now it's the flip side. Now we have to work to believe in all the positive shit that's about to happen, and that's happening in the middle of all of this destruction. How do you wrap your head around that? Meditation. Meditation. Okay? Don't strain yourself. Here's my recommendations as your high priestess. Your urban high priestess from the priesthood. Here's the deal. I recommend, if you're not strong on meditation, and that's like you would have to work to get over there as a regular practice, I recommend that you start with, can you swing 5 minutes? Can you swing 5 minutes in the morning, maybe 5 minutes at night? You know, start there. Don't pressure yourself, okay? They don't do shit like that. They don't do that. They don't do that. They don't want you to try to do more than you can. They don't want you to do what you can't do. They want you to do what you can do. That is what I notice as we've been learning how the ancestors get down, how they communicate with us and things of that sort, and what they have to say in this day and age. And so they are respectful. That is what I notice. They are respectful. They are the examples of how do you do it. Where respect is concerned, I have to say. So, you know, so do that. If you're already into the whole meditation thing, you already got your thing rolling, pour into it. Don't let nobody interrupt you, because then that will be your thing. Don't let nobody interrupt you. God over everything. Please understand. Please understand how it's not a game when we're saying shit like that. It's a lifestyle. That's what it looked like they're saying. This is a lifestyle change. This is a lifestyle solidification, you know, wherever you are on your journey. Okay, you know, I don't like to be prescribing things for people on that level, but I have to say that if it's as important as they seem to be indicating that it is, and you needed that information, there you go. I'd rather you have it than not have it. Sorry, I don't mean to annoy people who know already what time it is and who's already doing that and understanding that. I'm sorry, y'all. Shout out to the advanced students. But it's important. We are our brother's keeper, so there it is. Any last words? That was just about the gift, and you know what was the deal? Why was there such, you know, mystique around it? That's why, because it's very important that you don't lose your fucking mind. And wrap it up, the rest of the message. Thug it out. Okay, here's some thugging. What are we thugging? You're perfectly safe, by the way. Okay, thug out the leap of faith. Yeah, thug out the new beginning, because I see loss. You're going to have to go away from some things that you're familiar with. I get the sensation it's because of a lack of familiarity, not because anything truly bad is happening. It's perhaps harrowing or scary. You know, especially with this whole, I mean, you know, we can say a lot about the devil, but the one thing he is familiar. You know, family, familiar. He's family, y'all. We ain't got to like it. We don't have to like it. Okay? But all devils in all families present next to the children of God have to be destroyed. And we don't have to do it. We don't have to be involved in that. Thank God. Okay? I mean, that seems fun, but at the same time, nobody needs the headaches. So, I'm getting the sensation that not having the structures of the devil is going to be a little bit bittersweet for us. Not because it was so healthy, you know, like imagine if you couldn't get your hands on a pack of cigarettes. I mean, that would be kind of chaotic for a while. You know what I mean? That would be kind of chaotic and maybe unpleasant, but not because something bad is happening, you know, because that's actually good, right? No smoking, very good, you know, in terms of nicotine and all of the, you know, the terrible things, right? So that's the sensation that I'm getting. Thug out the change, thug out the new beginning, thug out the leap of faith, thug out the idea of doing something you've never done before, and understand that you will be successful in the face of doubt. Yeah, it looks doubtful here with the thugging it out card. Look, it looks doubtful. Yeah, this boat is sailing through the lava. That's not good news. That's looking like, damn, I think this is it for us, you know, kind of thing. Like we just sailed in to the lava, or we're sailing and the lava caught up to us. They got us, you know, kind of thing. No, they don't got you. No, they don't. Leap of faith. Okay, effective in the face of doubt. This is a strong boat. That's a strong boat. Strength card. Look. Strength card. You don't need this devil. You don't need it. And that's more of a loss for the devil than it is for you. You know what I mean? Get off on the floor. Look. Renewal. New beginning. New beginning. Thug it out. You're going to have to come away from the familiar. Okay? Some of you may be going off on your own. Some of you may be leaving a company, leaving a group, leaving a team, leaving a relationship, leaving a family. But the renewal is important. What's the most important thing to understand about this energy right here, ancestors? The most important thing to understand about this energy is this. Don't lose your mind. I know that's right. I know that is right. Listen, she's using this, the magic mirror, y'all, for those of y'all who don't know how I get down. This the magic mirror. This where Narnia is on the other side. Shout out to the new people. Sorry to my hard rocks who already know that. She's using the river as a magic mirror. Come on, y'all. She's using the river as a magic mirror. Here's the magic mirror. There's phases. A phase is ending and beginning. Your power. You're going to have power. Yeah. You're going to have a lot of power. You're going to have to thug that out. There's some side effects. It's going to heat the atmosphere. I get the sensation. Your power is going to heat the atmosphere. It's going to make other people uncomfortable. And so they're going to start moving around crazily, you know what I mean, kind of thing. Like it's going to be crazy out there. Okay. And so nothing can touch you, right? You're perfectly safe here. Okay. So that's not the issue. The issue is not what can they do to you. The issue is what could you do to yourself? That's the issue. That is the issue. It's like having nuclear weapons. For what? Like there's no good side of that scenario. There's no positive side. Like we don't, even if I win, I lose with a nuclear war. This is why you're keeping your energy to yourself and you're boarding whatever vehicle, this one, okay, that the Creator is sending for you. That's it. You don't have time to explain nothing to nobody, because whoever don't have their ticket ready and they didn't find out about the schedule and they don't know which boats are leaving and you know which one they're supposed to be on, there's nothing you can do to help. You know, to do anything else is to miss your own boat, which cannot be allowed. So don't lose your mind. Don't lose your mind if you have to leave the familiar. I'm telling you, the world, new world, it's not going to look like it used to. It's not, y'all. It's not. Yeah. I feel like there might be a fair amount of crime. For everyone. For everybody. Yeah. It's all going to be a very humbling experience for everyone, is the sensation that I'm getting. And you already see it happening. You can see the stars big in your face. A couple of readings ago, the creator was saying, I'm big as a whale in your face. Is that? It's like if the moon came this fucking close to the planet, it would be crazy, right? The water would be going crazy. Humans would be going crazy since we're made of water. And, you know, it's like that, y'all. It's like that in your lap. It's like that, y'all. Okay? Abso-fucking-lutely. So meditate more, because you're going to need it to keep your brain on straight. Look like here. All right? And they said they want you to work on that this week. Okay? So, listen, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that information helps somebody out there. Like, share, and subscribe. I deeply appreciate it when you do that. Don't forget to leave your wisdom in the comments for me and whoever else might come to the comments. You don't know who you're affecting. All right? So get out there and spread your wisdom. Let's spread the good news, because they might not even look at my video, but they saw your comment. Do you feel me? Okay? So let's get on board with that. Pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom over at Amazon. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. And visit the Etsy shop. Why don't you? Okay? Visit the Etsy shop. Get yourself something cool. And come back and report on it. All right? Because I'm sure something magical will happen. All right? Fantastic. I will see you party people on the rebroadcast. All right? Again, behind the black veil.